Hi guys, it's Shani with Healing Elements. Welcome to my channel, and of course, if you are a return viewer, regardless, sending everyone positive vibes today and always. This video in particular is the latest of a series I'm putting together, and this is about spirit animals. So if you already identify with any specific species of animal as your spirit animal, these videos explain traditional symbolic meaning, symbolism for each of them. Or, of course, if you have never been drawn to a particular species or animal, or thought of any animal as your spirit animal, perhaps try to intuitively pick one of the animals that you're drawn to and take a look at the video and see if any of the messages or meanings resonate with you, to try and see if you can discover your spirit guide. So this video, guys, is all about the beautiful, majestic spirit animal of the whale. And this, majestic whale is very powerful if you do resonate with this as a spirit animal. It is symbolic of growth and progress through empathy or an intuitively guided path. It is also indicative of encouragement. It is a powerful force that allows you, if you resonate with the whale spirit animal, to reach your goals of the emotional and social and committed relationship type. And also, of course, very, very capable in, solo mode or pod mode as far as achieving anything under the sun that is of material wealth or financial sustainability. The whale spirit guide tells us, that it is imperative to be empathic and to see behind the veil, and to, definitely tap in and count on that wisdom, that divine wisdom from the universe to be fact. However, it is, a quality of the spirit animal that sometimes is like the Pisces sun sign. You can indulge too much on a dreamy level, or spend too much time dreaming and not putting your innate, incredibly gifted abilities to action and to work. And sometimes people that resonate with whale spirit animals find it that they know innately, that you do have the capacity and capability to do much more than you currently have in your life or do. So the chance is there for you to break the surface of the water, crest the surface, jump, leap out, and, show your dominance, claim your stake and your power, right? It also calls a need for attention to take action without too much deliberation. Often the spirit animal can be because of your in tune emotional quality, tapping into the reasons behind, things with intense feeling. Sometimes you can be prone to stagnation or procrastination in taking action that is needed, because if it is action that doesn't feel good to you, you feel like it goes against your divine wisdom. Also, the spirit animal encourages everyday work in progress action. So the notion of, what you do today determines how your future is going to be. The cause and effect type of scenario is incredibly relevant in your life. And those who resonate with whale spirit animals tend to realize and look back, not in a resentful fashion, but look back at each action they took and what cause it, of course, was displayed, and what cause had rippled on also into other people's arenas. And things of that nature are very good, is a beautiful quality, because, of course, you soak up each life experience and treat them as a lesson. So what you do take action about, that turns out to be of detrimental quality, you take note and are keen, and very good sense of memory. You're keen and know how to protect yourself from that same negative scenario next time. Also, people who resonate with the whale spirit animal are intensely, incredibly great communicators. They have communication skills that surpass those of Mother Teresa. It is an in-depth quality to get in tune with the different people on different levels, but also maintain your identity and your majestic power, strength, and gentleness at the same time. So you often are able to link up with others in your pod squad, and this can sometimes mean communication that is lately very easy to do. It's unorthodox, maybe letters in the past lives, or now, of course, with the touch of a button on your phone or your computer. It seems like your pod, or the people in which you communicate with and share great commonalities and validity with, are those that you do communicate with on a broad scale all over the world through probably electronic communication of some sort. You are able to link up for a common good, or link up to provide each other with support on an equal level. And just like the orca whale in the wilds works together in perfect synchronicity to, achieve hunting, or to achieve specific goals like rushing toward an iceberg. I know you've all seen it, and the force of all of the orcas working in unison, simultaneously together, is able to create force of water in this wave, and it will purposely knock a prey animal like a seal off. It is incredibly, wonderful to watch the displays of orca whales in the wild, not in captivity. As you know, in captivity they were able to be trained to do many things and extremely smart to the command of humans. So if you can imagine them in their natural environment, which is where hopefully we all see them, these animals and also these spirit animals give you a sense of absolute perfection working with others for a common goal. Once again, you also have a knack for letting your communication be crystal clear. Although some people throughout your life may tell you that you are not clear, it's, that's the opposite. That is basically others gaslighting you because they themselves wish they could communicate with such perfection and, eloquent words, getting your point across without rambling, however, getting a lot of information out to that person that you need to. It, is indicative sometimes of, a soul, these whale spirit animal souls that, caution you to be a more active listener. And this is because you feel that you have so much, information to spread to help others. At times you are able to listen, but a lot of time is spent with you being the mentor, with you being the, the maiden, the crone, the shaman who is giving wisdom and insight to others. So remember, listen more than you talk during some specific committed relationship, communicative opportunities. A lot of whale spirit animal people value, their closeness intensely with their family members, what they consider to be their pod. This means that sometimes a lot of energy is expended by these people that are whale spirit animal people, trying to bridge any gap, trying to repair any seam, try to, tar any crack in the road that has opened up or existed between, them and their family members. So if you and your family are, loyal, and that can mean, I always say, soul family members, people who are not of blood relation but are akin to you nonetheless, nothing stands between the love that you feel for these people, and you would do anything to repair their relationship with people who love them or they love, right? It's a beautiful necessity for you guys to convey your authentic truth and convey your deeply truthful, without any kind of hidden, ulterior motives, your emotions. It is, a necessity that you always speak on this, truth and on this emotional, sentiment that you feel. You always try to talk and communicate, with ease to each person in a manner that they themselves will understand from you as your meaning, because often you do have specifically different interactions and ways of communication with different people, like different whale songs, right? You have an abundance of love that you always try to share with your loved ones. Sometimes, people can say this is overwhelming or suffocating, but that is only the people who do not appreciate how much value love and affection gives. A lot of, cultures throughout history also give meaning to the whale spirit as a total good luck, omen. If spotting a whale and this whale calls out to you by coming up to the surface, breaching and flipping or something like that, it is, a message from spirit saying that it is time to self-reflect on any kind of pressure that you've been, going through, or pressure you've been putting upon yourself emotionally, and regroup and understand the wisdom and the innate ability you have to communicate any feelings of emotions, even to yourself, from conscious to subconscious, self to higher self, right? The spirit, animal also is indicative of a great, great power to look deeply, closely, and, truthfully within yourself, examining yourself, exploring yourself, and exploring the past, like I said, scenarios that have not strategically worked out, reevaluating and coming to new explored solutions to any kind of emotional issues or changes or turmoil. Also, the whale spirit animal is symbolic of the inner voice, your inner voice, your connection, almost like your telephone to the divine. It is indicative of people who gravitate to the whale spirit animal to be increasingly psychic by the day as they live their lives. This is a helping hand that makes, it easier for you to make sound decisions, because you also, again, rely on strategy, teamwork, and synchronic motion, just like the killer whales when they are working together in their pod to achieve a goal. And this practicality blended with this innate ability to really be, psychic or precognitive, it really, really helps. It helps you to make what is going to be the best decision on very, very important critical matters in your life. And, if you have a knack for denying your emotional side or sensitive, sentiments, this, resonance with the whale spirit animal is calling out to you to embrace your emotions and to try to rid yourself of any, jaded feelings from the past. And, when you look at in total the scenario and wisdom of the whale, whales, obviously there's whale watching, and it's not just random. When boats come out to the harbor, these whales of all kind, humpback, gray whales, killer whales, will purposefully come to the boat, breach, and have a meeting of the minds. So this is another, piece of evidence that the whale spirit animal embodies communication through any kind of color lines, barriers of gender, race, background, culture. It is a communication that, of course, is of the higher realm, the higher self, which is telepathic and or, positive vibes of energy exchanged between two individual spirits, whether or not animal to human, etc. So guys, that is all about the whale spirit animal. Blessings, love, and light, guys.